gonna grab her from behind again, cover her mouth. Boo, Vicky.
Vicky!
I wasn't that wrong. I wasn't that wrong, was I? Hello, I am Joel Sharpton, one half of the Articulate Coven, and you are watching my watch of the original supernatural soap opera Dark Shadows. We're all the way up to episode 103, and I want to say a huge thank you to our patrons for making these videos possible. If you are watching these on YouTube, you've got another episode ahead of you for this weekend, but if you subscribe to our Patreon, you'd have 5 new episodes every week. I drop one every weekday, and you can get access to all of them, articulatecoven.com/join. Before we get into today's episode, I got a piece of feedback here from Kevin, one of those great patrons that I mentioned. Kevin says, this was on episode 96, I believe, which, funny enough, episode 96 is the first one that dropped on a weekday release for our patrons. And because I am a numbskull and was trying to use all the fancy new features of Patreon, I dropped it accidentally on a Saturday when I meant, or a Sunday, I think, when I meant for it to drop on Monday. I've got the hang of it now, I think. But this one released, Kevin said, I like your actor per episode counts. One of our new binge watchers that recently caught up had mentioned that my episodes in each actor acknowledgement was burning them out at some point. Kevin said, even as a kid in 1966, I became aware of the actor counts, the average number of weeks per major plot lines, Friday cliffhangers, Chekhov's guns, different writing styles in the rotation of writers, and a host of other contextual clues to get as much out of each episode as possible and to anticipate what was to come. That's part of the fun for me, right? Like this is simplistic storytelling, right? This is not the greatest story ever told. This is not Shakespearean level dialogue and acting. It is an earnest effort, though, to tell an interesting story. And the unfolding mystery box is part of the enjoyment. I know it is for me. I hope it is for you. And I imagine it was for a lot of the folks that came along and watched this at the time and then over the years since. I also studied every second of the credits, taking in every measure of the Dark Shadows music. It goes without saying that back in 1966, we watched with no thought of ever seeing an episode more than once. I, for one, paid attention to my TV shows. I really appreciate you giving the show the same respect. I love Dark Shadows. Like, I knew I was going to enjoy myself. It's campy. It's soap opera. It's this classic relic that is important to so many people. I knew I was going to find enjoyment here, but I didn't know I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. I do remember loving the remake in the 90s. And again, Amazon's teasing me every time I log in now. They're putting the reboot right up at the top. And I'm like, not yet, Amazon. You just wait. All right, Kevin, thank you for your feedback and thank you for your support as a patron to articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything that Kevin's getting with a daily drop every weekday. We're watching New Dark Shadows together. All right, let's watch episode 103.
Vicky? Vicky, it's Roger. I want to talk to you.
Roger, I'm going to need to talk to somebody else before I talk to you again, if it's me, personally. I mean, genuinely, even giving this man the benefit of a doubt, as Victoria seemed to be doing there in her voiceover. His story is weak. His story is weak. I need somebody else to be able to back this up, you know?
Vicky? Vicky? Miss Winters, where are you? Vicky?
I forgot she'd slipped out the house. Burke was going to send a taxi for her. I forgot. Yeah. All right. Now,
Vicky, are you out there?
Elizabeth Stoddard and Mrs. Johnson should be on their way back from Matthew's house. And how we've been shown in the past, Matthew's house is not that far from the main house. So they ought to be back any second.
Vicky!
Well. Y'all know I do like to see Roger dangle. So I'm loving that cold open, honestly, folks. It's a Wednesday for us patrons. This is a Wednesday episode. I like that we're on the same rhythm now as the show itself, by the way. Been a hot minute since we heard the jamming music at the Blue Well. She made it out of the high tower.
He had the opportunity and the motive who'd believe him.
No one.
Well, maybe I believe him.
You can't be serious.
I'm not as sure as I was. He could have been telling the truth.
Then who killed Bill Malloy?
No one killed him. The coroner's report could have been right. It could have been an accident.
Accidents don't happen that conveniently unless he helped it to happen.
I want to believe Roger.
So, I mean, again, Burke is so honed in on Roger. And of course, we have been too. And Roger's acted incredibly guilty through this whole thing. I will just remind everybody and myself here, Sam Evans been acting pretty guilty too. And so has old Matthew. So who knows?
I have a crazy idea. It just might work. I'm going up to Bangor tonight. Would you like to come along?
I can't. How could I explain it?
You still feel you owe them something, don't you, Vicky?
Yes, I do.
You'd make a very good Girl Scout. Well, you stay here, but I don't think you should go back up to Collinwood tonight.
We haven't seen her salesperson capabilities yet. Gotta hawk them cookies. You're gonna be a Girl Scout, let's be honest. Vicky ain't sold nothing yet.
Why not? As long as Roger thinks I believe his story, I'm perfectly safe.
You're not a very good liar.
Well, maybe I believe him. It's perfectly possible that he is telling the truth.
It's also possible that he called Malloy that night, that he went out to Lookout Point and hit him over the head and threw him into the ocean.
Burke, please.
It is also possible that if he gets the slightest inkling that you don't believe his story, Vicky, he may do the same thing to you.
I mean, he literally grabbed you from behind and held your mouth. He also, you don't know this, but he left you locked in that room and pretended to be a ghost and told you to leave town. Listen, I believe in our legal system, even in this shaky and unstable latter day. I do. I believe in our legal system. You know, one of the founding ideas of our American judicial system is the idea that it's better for 100 guilty men to go free than one guilty man to be convicted, or one innocent man to be convicted. Excuse me. My father would have argued it's trying to keep one guilty man from being convicted. Anyway, we do have this balance that we want to be extra sure before we throw somebody, at least in theory. I know it doesn't always get practiced that way, but that is the spirit of the law. That is the intent of the law. And that's what Vicky's saying here is like, well, I want to give him the benefit of a doubt. The honest thing, though, is Burke is right. Put this in front of the sheriff and let him work through it. Like, let them figure it out. Let them test what they can test. The fact of the matter is they're never going to be able to prove that he did it, honestly, at this point. But they need to look at all of the information, not his lying, misconstrued, withheld half of it. Old Sam Evans coming to his stomping grounds. That's been a long walk you've been on, Sam. Miss Lonely Heart.
Hi, Pop.
Were you here long?
I don't. I began to think I'd been stood up by my own father.
Oh.
Now, that would have been the ultimate rejection.
You know better. Now, what can I do for you?
I have something to tell you.
Ooh, that sounds ominous. That's why you invited me to the Blue Whale, huh?
Well, I thought it wouldn't sound so bad in here.
All right. What is it?
Vicki Winter says she has proof that Bill Malloy did not die accidentally.
Proof? What proof?
Well, she wouldn't tell me that. She said it might not be enough to convince a jury, but it was enough to convince her. I'll tell you something, Pop. I was afraid for her. I even asked her to come and stay with us.
Well, why didn't she?
Well, she just didn't want to.
Well, surely she didn't think I had anything to do with it.
No, I'm sure she doesn't.
Did she say that?
Well, not in so many words, but she did tell me if she told me any more, I'd be in as much danger as she was. That the killer might find out that I knew. So, of course, I realized it wasn't you she was talking about.
Well, who is it? Did she give any indication at all?
No, she made this ridiculous assertion to Maggie, and then she left it hanging there with no real backup or information or further discussion. It was a mess. It was a mess, is what it was. If she's worried for Maggie, then she should have told Maggie the truth, the full truth, and nothing but the truth, etc., etc. No, she just spooked her.
If Vicki really does have proof that Roger killed Malloy, it doesn't involve you in any way, does it?
You mean, does it implicate me in any way? Of course it doesn't. I had absolutely nothing at all to do with it. I had no knowledge about it. I didn't know Malloy was dead until the sheriff told the both of us that day in the coffee shop.
Seems like years ago.
First of all, it does seem like years ago, doesn't it? Time for us, the watcher, has accelerated, Maggie. Boy, again, Pops here is not doing a good job of throwing us off his scent. He is also talking like a guilty man a little bit.
Why couldn't she have just kept quiet?
I said almost the same thing, only I said it to her.
What'd she say?
You know Vicki. She has a sense of duty about the whole thing. Oh, come on now, Pop. The Blue Whale isn't suddenly going to run out of booze. I mean, you don't have to drink them dry.
I know what I'm doing.
Right.
I don't think he's worried about making sure he gets his fair share of it. I think he's worried about what you're going to discover. I think he's worried about what's happening right now up at Collinwood.
It does involve you, doesn't it?
You finally going to tell her, Sam? Finally going to tell her what you did all those years ago? Sam, of course, took a bribe. He got paid off to lie for Roger Collins. And we know that, the viewer. Maggie does not know that, although she does know that he got a big pile of money and then he spent it all.
Pretty good terms with Vicki, aren't you?
Oh, sure.
Call her up.
Why?
Well, I want to find out if she knows anything that could prove that Roger had killed Malloy.
I did ask her that, and she wouldn't tell me.
Well, try it again. You're good at that kind of thing. Come on, you can always get anything from me you want.
Not always.
Anything. Just ask, anything.
All right. What about that letter in the hotel safe?
I told you.
Yeah. What about that letter in the hotel safe, Sammy boy? It's not a life insurance. I mean, it is a life insurance policy of sorts. It is not that, though. It's a blackmail letter. A future-proofed blackmail letter.
Now, go on. Why don't you telephone Collinwood right now and ask Vicki?
Pop, it's too late to call now.
No, it isn't. Now, you go on and call her. You do that for me, Maggie. Please.
It doesn't matter if she's going to call her or not because Vicki's not there.
Oh, Mr. Collins, this is Maggie Evans. I hope I didn't disturb you.
Oh, not at all, Miss Evans. What can I do for you?
Could I speak to Vicki?
Well, I'm sorry. She doesn't seem to be here at the moment. As a matter of fact, I called your house a little while ago thinking she might be there.
No, Pop and I have been here some time now, at the Blue Whale.
I see. Then you haven't seen Vicky at all.
No, that's why I called.
Is there any message I can give her?
Would you ask her to call me tomorrow?
I'll do that. Good night.
Good night.
Well, for somebody who thinks Roger's a danger, she was very nonchalant on the phone with him just then, wasn't she? Meanwhile, Roger did a pretty good job of being nonchalant about inquiring about Vicky's whereabouts. Kudos to both of them playing coy, if that's what they were doing. I think Maggie might have just forgot that she needed to be a little nervous about Roger. Not stood up, but ghosted by Dad, huh? That's no good. You gonna grab her from behind again and cover her mouth? Boo, Vicky.
Vicky!
I wasn't that wrong. I wasn't that wrong, was I?
Well, then, is that what you discussed this evening?
Yes, she said she'd found something new about it, but apparently she was wrong.
Oh, what a shame. Then your visit was entirely wasted.
Not really. I like talking to Maggie.
Yes, so do I. I must really get to know her better.
She's lots of fun. It's nice to talk to someone who has no big problems to solve.
Yes, I can imagine.
That is one of the most unintentionally funny lines, I think, in the whole of the show so far. It would be fun talking to someone who has no major problems to solve.
Stella, I think I'll go to bed now. I'm quite tired.
Yes, you should be tired after that long walk.
Good night.
Pleasant dreams, Miss Winter.
Perfect. Oh, come on. Come on. You get a line that good, you got to end the episode on it, y'all. I don't, unless you're going to make a ghost pop out of her closet, her wardrobe, excuse me. That's the line you end the episode on.
But he was there earlier. With his daughter. Did you happen to notice if there was anyone else with him? Quite alone. Thank you very much. Oh no, I'll try it home. Thank
you. Mr. Bartender, you're not supposed to give that much information to strangers on the phone, okay? He didn't even tell you who he was. Okay, if he's going to come in on her, maybe you were right not to end the episode. What the heck?
Who is it? Who's there? Who's out there?
Roger, are you all right?
Yes, I'm all right.
Can I come in?
Yes.
I heard you call out.
Yes. I screamed.
Why? What happened?
Someone tried to get into my room.
What do you mean, tried to get in your room? The door wasn't locked.
It was. I know it was.
But I opened the door. It wasn't locked, Vicky.
It was locked. Someone unlocked it, and someone tried to get into my room.
And that someone is standing in front of you, and he's been lying to you all along about all sorts of things.
Are you sure it was the noise that awakened you?
Yes, I heard something. It terrified me.
What I mean is, are you sure that you were actually awake?
Of course, I'm sure someone was out.
This gaslighting so-and-so. Okay, I mean, literally, that's what the play is about, y'all. This man starts telling her she's hallucinating.
I'm just a short way down the hall. And I'm a light sleeper. If you hear anyone skulking about, just sing out and I'll be here before you know it.
Thank you, Roger.
Good night, Vicky.
This is when you start doing that, tie the coat hanger around the knob and put a chair under it and stuff the pillow in between the knob and the place where it opens. Anyway, all those hacks, yeah, this is where you do that. Barricade that door, Vicky.
Oh, Vicky, I have a message for you. Maggie Evans phoned. She's been with her father all evening. I suggest you call her in the morning and get your stories straight. Good night.
Look, Roger, she could just go to the police. So, like, threatening her is not the play, my man. This is a real you could get more flies with honey situation. Good episode. Very solid middle of the week episode. If you are watching these on YouTube, you've got one straight ahead of you for this weekend to wrap things up. We will be back before you know it with episode 104. So thanks for watching these with me. And until the next time, I'm Joel for the Articulate Coven.